Hello friends, folks and insignificant others. I've got a parcel delivered. Can you guess what is inside? If you said that it contains benevolent present from my beloved family overseas, you were right. If you said that looks like your Canadian tax refund, you are not just wrong, you're also probably mentally ill. Go away. But I won't talk to you about that fabulous parcel today, since I got more urgent issues to discuss. Yes, couchsurfing. The wonderful art of some weirdo surfing on your couch. For days, weeks and months to come. But do not fear, I will not show you any pictures of weirdos riding couches. Instead, I'm going to tell you about my latest couch surfer. So I was checking my emails yesterday around noon and I found an email from a friend who is a traveling musician, basically saying, "Hey Goemon, guess what? I deposited all my luggage in your backyard. I will come by later on around 6 to 9 p.m. and hopefully we'll find a rest on your couch. See you then, bye." So that traveling musician, let's name him Croc, because that most likely describes his feeding habits. Sure enough, Croc showed up around 10 p.m, heavily knocking on the door. Luckily only one person in my house was asleep, and it wasn't me. Well, what could I do? I offered him a place, and now he's here and driving everyone crazy. Don't get me wrong, Croc is a wonderful person. He's a good musician. It's just he spends all day either sleeping or eating away all of our resources, or bragging about using someone else's equipment. So Croc already visited us last month for an entire month. Sure enough, within 2 weeks all the resources in the community food basin were gone. Let's say he has an easy life. He's not doing anything, he's not earning any money, and he's consuming everyone's food. Well, of course I cannot throw him out, because he's a friend. That's basically the merits of couchsurfing. Having people over who have nothing else to do than getting on other people's nerves. And eating other people's food. And occupying other people's bathroom for hours. But hey, he's Italian. So probably he has some reasons to brag about other people's stuff for a while. Because, let's face it, Italy is needy. With that financial debt crisis still raging through Europe and basically the entire world, those parts of Europe where the better sell-off feel an urge to help weaker countries like Spain, Greece, Portugal. Talking about Greece, they are probably the most financially needy at all now in Europe. But the European Union to the rescue. Yes, we are going to help them out. Germany, Austria, Luxembourg are all pitching in together to help Greece out of its financial crisis. But in turn, Greece has to promise to reduce its debt over the next 5 to 10 years, with one of the biggest financial debt crisis fighting programs in history of Greece. And yesterday, oddly enough, the financial minister of Greece announced couldn't possibly save all these billions of dollars that he promised to do. Surprise! No one saw that one coming, eh? Okay, that's a big lie. Everyone knew they couldn't do it. But hey, we still have obligations to help them, so we do. But how did Greece get into those problems in the first place? The answer is, once again, couchsurfing. Don't get me wrong, I think that Greeks are a hardworking people. I do believe that they want to work, but they just don't have the opportunity all the time. Just like most other unemployed people in the world. But Greece has been couchsurfing for all these years. The service sector contributes about 80% to the total GDP in Greece. There's hardly any person in Greece who's not either gaining his money directly through tourism, some kind of relative or at least friend who is gaining his money exclusively through tourism. Over 90% of all tourists that come to Greece every year are Europeans. And as far as I'm concerned, Greece is not even the prettiest country in Europe. It just happens to have a lot of sea, a lot of heat, and almost no rain. So it's a pretty nifty place to be if you're somewhat interested in history and heat, and a very sluggish Mediterranean lifestyle. But Greece is not only a very nice place to be, it's also a very expensive place. In fact, compared to other European countries, being a tourist in Greece is almost as expensive as it can be. And now, with the financial crisis at hand, almost no one in Europe is still willing to travel to Greece for all that money. If you don't have it, you can't spend it. Greece is also one of the major beneficiaries of a European financial pot. And now that we have a financial crisis at hand, those contributions might be decreasing too. And I don't want to point any fingers, but the retirement age in Greece is about 55, whereas in countries like, say, Germany, it is 67. I'm really sorry that today's message is such a negative one, but if you don't stop couchsurfing, your future might be very, very black. Stop couchsurfing, start producing, start being creative, because I do not take great pleasure in supporting long-time couchsurfers. Be it financially through my tax money, or physically and mentally through food contributions and time spent in this house. Stay awesome. Goemon out. Asterix.